Welcome back to the channel. We are talking Alien, and it turns out Romulus did well enough that we're getting a sequel. No surprise there. Director Fede Alvarez has spilled the beans that he and co-writer Rodo Sayagues are already cracking on with ideas for the next one. And get this, Alvarez has pretty much got a blank check to take the franchise wherever he fancies. We're excited about where it can go, he told Empire. We've almost checked all of the boxes of things that I want to see in Romulus and brought back a lot of the things I hadn't seen in a while. Wherever we go now, we can go into uncharted waters. Now, I get why some folks might be buzzing over this. Alvarez knows how to make a pretty film. Romulus looked great and had that classic alien tension to pull in a new crowd. It made a pile of money, which is obviously good news for the franchise. But as an old school fan, I can't help but be a bit wary of where this is all heading. My main gripe, the possible return of the dreaded black goo and those dodgy offspring ideas. Let's talk about the black goo, shall we? First introduced in Prometheus, this miracle muck could create life and some right nasty mutations, but instead of making things clearer, it just threw a spanner in the works. Suddenly, the Xenomorphs weren't just biomechanical nightmares, they were tied to some mad science experiment. Sure, it added layers to the lore, but at the cost of the franchise's beautifully simple terror. And Romulus leaned into it again, leaving me worried that the sequel might double down on this messy goo nonsense. Then there's the offspring. Oh boy, the Alien films have flirted with this idea a few times, and let's be honest, it's not gone well. The Neomorphs in Covenant, meh. The Deacon in Prometheus, forgettable. And don't even get me started on the newborn from Resurrection. I've seen more terrifying things left behind in the fridge. These experiments always miss the mark because they stray too far from the core appeal of the Xenomorph, a cold, merciless predator that doesn't need gimmicks to scare the pants off you. Now, Alvarez having the freedom to go wherever he wants might sound exciting, but it's also a bit of a red flag. Without some boundaries, we could end up with another oddball entry that tries to be clever instead of terrifying. The beauty of Alien is in its simplicity. The Xenomorphs adapt to their hosts, they're ruthlessly efficient, and they scare the life out of everyone. That's the magic. There's so much untapped potential within that framework. Why not take a page from the comics and show us more host-specific Xenomorphs? Imagine the sheer terror of a Xenomorph born from an engineer, bigger, smarter, and deadlier. Or dive into the hive structure. Maybe there's more to their hierarchy than just queens. The possibilities are endless, and all of it could stick to what makes the franchise brilliant. To give Alvarez credit, he seems to know that sequels can be a tricky business. The mistake usually with sequels is to make them because you can, and because of the success of Romulus, we definitely can make a sequel, he said, but I wouldn't do it unless we have a really good idea for it, something that's worthy of the title. Fair play, but his talk of uncharted waters has me sweating a bit. Look, I didn't love Romulus, but I can appreciate what it did for the series. It's brought in a new audience, made a ton of cash, and kept the franchise alive. That's all good news. But if this sequel dives headfirst into more black goo and bizarre creature experiments, I'm not sure I can get on board. There's a golden opportunity here to build on the Xenomorph's terrifying potential without overcomplicating things. Let's just hope Alvarez doesn't muck it up. Anyway, those are my thoughts. What do you all think? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.